Hello, Miss Enjoli. Thank you so much for being patient with this reading, and please forgive me for sending your reading out very late. I had a lot going on in my life, and I really appreciate you being patient with me during this process. Now, this is the first time that I've read through your questions, and yeah, let's get into it. So you are Capricorn with a bit of Aquarius in you. I feel like you have some fire element, a lot of fire element as well for some reason. But you wanted to know, do you have any messages from people who have passed away? Off the gate, I heard do good. Maintain your control. Raise your standards. Raise yourself up at a pedestal. The grass isn't greener on the other side. Something about 4. I don't know if you have 4 people watching over you, like in regards to relatives, or if someone, something about April or 4 years ago. But this 4 is popping to me more as a date, like a particular situation, like maybe like April or the 4th of a particular month. Something about 4 is popping out with a relative. Also, a particular relative comes to you through like dragonflies or butterflies or some sort. It looks like a dragonfly. I feel like you I don't know where you are. I feel like you're more on like the west side of the US, but not really. Like spice, maybe Texas spice. Maybe Louisiana, because I keep hearing Spice Creole. And then your name is really pretty. Like, I spent like 5 minutes just saying your name because I just like saying it. It's very different. So but yeah, they're also talking about you needing to protect, a sense of protection. They're showing me you carrying a little girl, a little baby girl. This may be in the near future, or maybe you already have a little girl, or maybe you have a niece, but they're showing me you like breastfeeding a baby, and it has like little strawberry attire on, like has like a little leaf hat, and then her outfit is like a strawberry. It's cute. So maybe you want to have a girl in you know, the near future. Maybe you want a girl. I don't feel like you would breastfeed your niece, so this may be a message for the near future. Don't let opportunities pass you by. There's things wanting to come in. They're showing me a closed window. And usually when I see closed windows, it's like you just looking at opportunities pass you by. It's all about timing right now for you. It's really all about timing. They're also saying that they want you to be aware of your health right now. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Something about issues with like your torso. You need more support during this time. Whether you need support from others, or you just need to support yourself way more. I feel like you need to support yourself way more. There's a sense of you needing to get back on track. You needing to, get back in regards to your independence. I feel like you always been, a very strong, well, I know I'm hearing creature. You always been a very strong person, in regards to like getting what you want and making things happen for yourself. But I do feel like, due to circumstances, it's been kind of rough and rocky for you, but I feel like you will get back on track. Honestly, I feel like things are really going to surprise you for the better within the next 7 months, to be honest. I feel like you're going to continue to go through this odd up and down deal. I do see where particular months are going to be better for you. I feel like September, October is going to be a really good month for you, but then it's going to be like after that it's going to like kind of go downhill. So you are going to have to like really maintain the roller coaster ride. All right, but let me see when it's 7 months from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about February 2018. I mean, that isn't that far away. But yeah, you're going to be able to like really feel a different energy. Like situations aren't going to feel as intense. You aren't going to feel as claustrophobic or rushed to do stuff, because right now it just seems like you're in this crunch time. It feels like you're in this panic mode. Let's see. Oh, something about okay, I'm hearing you do need to get more sleep. Something about candles. I don't know why. Candles. They also talking about car. Be careful of the type of gas you get in your car. Make sure you're getting the right gas, or you're putting the right oil. There's a sense of like fuel, getting the right stuff for your car. Okay. Is there a romantic partner I should be on the lookout for? Let's see. Let's go to your love life. Miss Child, I said your name for about 5 damn minutes. I forgot it. Enjoli. Okay, Enjoli. What is Miss Enjoli's stuff like looking like? There's opportunity for love, but honestly, I am seeing how love can be more of a distraction than anything else. I do see where love is going to be very fragile, and I also see where you want somebody. You really want someone, to maybe have children with, or like to really appreciate and love you. But right now, okay, this is really funny how you started off as the page and you're ending as the king. So that's really interesting. I am picking up that right now, you had your fair share of foxes, I like to call them, where they're very, very beautiful men, sly, charming, yet sneaky. Okay, and you're tired of dealing with that. And I do see where I don't know why I'm picking up this sense of a divorce. I don't feel like you've been married before. I don't. If you have, then it is what it is. But divorce, like when I pick up divorce for clients who haven't really been married yet, to me it takes you a long time to get over somebody. It's like you have to you go through the process longer than expected or longer than usual. And I feel like you have a lot of cord of attachments to you, to be honest. And I feel like the reason for you, like it feels like you're going through a divorce with these partnerships, is because you really take relationships seriously. Like you play the wife role even though you don't have the ring. Like, you are showing these men, hey, I could do this for you. This is what I'm bringing to the table. And I feel like 90% of the time you bring too much, and these men are just giving you like 10% of what you want. Like, I just feel like you've been attracting a lot of men. Like, maybe, you know, you had good relationships in the past, but I'm just seeing where, you know, it was kind of one-sided because you were doing too much for these men, and these men were getting spoiled by your love and by your dedication, that they really wasn't taking the relationship nor you seriously. And it really breaks you down because, like I said, you put in a lot of energy into these relationships. Like, you're showing these men, I'm wifey material. This is what I am. This is what I can do for you. I can cook for you. I can wash your clothes. I rub your feet. Da da da. Do whatever you want me to do. And, you know, once again, these men are getting spoiled. So you are going to have to, you know, really learn from your mistakes with what you have done, you know, in the past. And honestly, I do feel like you need to take some time to fully heal, because your energy feels very scarred right now. And also, another reason why these relationships, like when it's over or when it's starting to die out, why, you know, it brings you in a weird place, is because you attract a lot of soulmate relationships, but it seems more of like a toxic soulmate relationship where these people are taking from you rather than giving to you. And it's just like you feel so drained. You just want your energy back. You just want your power back. And, you know, also with the fact that it felt like you was rejected, it really affects your spirit, because one, they took your energy, and two, you feel rejected. That's too much for you to handle. And it's like, you know, you often go back into these relationships, or, you know, you give them chances, or you're trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? Is it me? That you need to stop blaming yourself and doing this pity party, I hate to say, because it's only creating a lot of illusions and confusions for you. Once again, I do feel like you are a very strong woman, and you're very bold. But when it comes to love, like, you truly wear your heart on your sleeve. You do. And it's just, it's just like you question yourself, like, is it me? What am I doing? I feel like you aren't really doing anything wrong. Yes, nobody is perfect, okay? And I'm not saying that you're the perfect angel on earth, but I really feel like you are a good woman in regards to relationships. And it's just the fact that one of your flaws is you keep accepting anything, hoping that they would be a good candidate. And I'm not saying you don't have standards, or like you don't, like you just accept any and everybody in regards to looks or whatever. Like, I do feel like you turn people down, but not everybody deserves your time. And I feel like a part of you does give people chances, whether you talk to them for a day, a week, a month, a year. Like, you still give people chances, but you do need to follow your gut. Okay, you need to trust your well-being. I see people coming in, I do, but I don't see it being anything profitable. I don't. I just feel like it's going to be players. This popped out. I feel like it's going to be players. I feel like it's going to be maybe men with children, or men who are very childlike in regards to relationships. Like, they play games, they're very back and forth, they're very hot tempered, they aren't really good with communication. It's either their way or the highway. They play mind games, they're back and forth. You know, they tell you what you want to hear. It's what I'm picking up with these men. Eventually I do see you finding somebody. I do. I'm picking up within the next year. Within the next year, you're going to find somebody. Or that's when your love life is going to get a lot better. But, you know, once again, the cards are suggesting that you take your time out to heal, because you're carrying on a lot of baggage. You are. You need someone who's on the same wavelength as you. You need someone who's compatible with you. Okay? You need someone who's willing to understand you. Someone who's willing to change for you and you're willing to do the same. Like, you know how like when you get into relationships, okay, that's when you notice your flaws. That's when you notice, oh, I need to communicate better. I need to stop getting so angry. Like, you need somebody who sees that as well and who's willing to say, damn, okay, I'm kind of fucking this up. Let me make this better. Let me improve myself. That's what you need. You need somebody like that, and you need somebody who's willing to be patient with you as well. But I do see you having babies. I do. I keep picking up daughter, May. I don't know if you're going to conceive in May or you're going to give birth in May to a daughter. But I feel like this is down the line. But yeah, I honestly see you happy. I do. With your love life eventually. But just for the time being, I just see you meeting a lot of squares. Yeah, funny. A lot of squares with the devil card. But you're going to have to do a lot of improvement. You do. It's going to take some time. It's going funny. Tower card. I said improvement, change. The angels are like, hey, we're waiting on you to make particular changes, but you know, it's kind of up in the air right now. But I'm going to pull some cards from my Romance with Angel deck for important message that you need to understand in regards to your love life. Enjoli. Enjoli. Give me an important message from Miss Enjoli in regards to her love life that she needs to understand. Love yourself first. Yes, mama, take the time to really appreciate you. Don't lower your standards. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Once they show you the type of person that they are, that's how they're going to be. That's how they're going to be. But I mean, I know that sometimes people can change, you know, because sometimes people can come into the relationship being an asshole, but then they realize, oh, I need to stop being an asshole, and then they change. That's awesome. But if you see that they aren't changing, or if they change, then they go back to the old ways. They change, then they go back to the old ways. Don't deal with that. That's toxic within itself, okay? And it's very draining. Trust. You need to learn to trust again. I feel like you're broken right now. Either you need to trust yourself, or you need to learn to trust other people, or you need more trustworthy people into your life. Make the effort. Girl, you're going to have to make that effort to make things happen, or you need to see others make the effort for you. And that's basically what I was saying. So it's kind of funny. All right. How do you see my career situation going this year? I see you. Okay, for some reason I keep seeing the little medical symbol with like the snake and like the little wings. So I don't know if you are in the medical field, or if your purpose is to just help people on a very spiritual, mental, or health level. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay. I do see a desire of getting a new job, or wanting a new job. I am picking up, right now, stick it out with what you're doing. Stick it out. Things are going to get better. They're going to get better. I do see where there's a lot of confusion, or like either you want to leave, or like you don't really know what to do. Like you aren't really happy with where you are right now. But I'm just seeing how, getting a new job for the time being is going to be, okay, that song by Chris Brown, The Grass Isn't Greener on the Other Side. It's really interesting. And that's another, one of your ancestors said that, like, the grass isn't green on the other side. So that's really interesting. Yeah, so the grass isn't green on the other side in regards to career. So whatever you're doing right now, just kind of stick it out. Give it some time. Give it some time. With where you are right now, at least give it another 2 months. Give it at least another 2 months to really allow for the type of job that's meant to come through to come in. Because I just feel like if you were to get a new job, like right now, it's going to be really bad. I hate to say that. I do see problems happening in regards to career. Honestly, what I'm seeing is just the fact that you just want something new and you're just over it. You're overworked right now. But you are going to have to be very patient. But I do see you getting a new job. I see like betrayal with your current work, or just once again unhappiness. But I see something new coming in. Look for new jobs within the next 2 months. Look for a new job within the next 2 months. I'm picking up like the beginning of spring. The beginning of spring, your career is going to do better. You're going to be happy, more happier with career. That's what I'm picking up. There's once again, there's big indication for movement. New job, new opportunity. I feel like your current job, like there isn't a lot of honesty. Like either you aren't making the amount you're supposed to be making. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of rumors. Like it seems very childish. Yeah, it's a lot going on behind the scenes. I wouldn't even be surprised if there was some discrimination going on, like whether it's in the building or people who are in charge of the building, like the management, your manager's boss. Like I feel like there's different chains in regards to where you work. Like there's something else like overseas, or there's something else in a different state, but there's like discrimination, like distant discrimination in regards to where you work. Hopefully this is making sense. I'm picking that up strongly, where somebody is being selfish and like paying people less, whether it's women or people of color. Just someone isn't getting the proper pay or the proper benefits, and it's not fair. But I do see that you will be able to get out of this situation. You will, but for the time being, just kind of honestly stick it out, because once again, if you rush it, you're going to regret it. You're really going to regret it. Alright, weird question, but I think I met a possible guardian angel in a dream before. I really want to know what's the situation in others I've had, like it real. More than likely it is. I feel like this question is more of just advice that I can give you. Because I'm being told not to look into it deeply for some reason. But if you felt like it was a guardian angel, more than likely it was, because guardian angels do come to us via dreams, via different people, messages on billboards, messages in radios, animals, particular weather as well. So yeah, if you definitely felt like it was a guardian angel, more than likely it truly was, especially if you felt very enlightened by this meeting, and like it really left you inspired and feeling empowered, and you know, feeling very just with everything that you're supposed to be doing, or it gave you confirmation on, like, you know, your path within life. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I really can't look into it like that, but questions like that is just more like, no offense and no disrespect to you, but questions like that are just more like common sense. Like it's just all about feelings and stuff like that. You know, like I said, if it left you feeling empowered, it gave you clarity, confirmation, then yes, it was. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything. Thank you so much for being patient as well. I really appreciate that, and I hope that I hear from you again soon. Take care. Bye.